Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well today. This is another episode of our video. We're going to be talking about some interesting topic about the progress of Chelsea in the FIFA Club World Cup, and then the latest transfer rumors as regarding who they are going for. And then the last time I felt we discussed about Sanchez as a goalkeeper. Do we have that confidence for him to be that goalkeeper that will, push us to that very fine destination, if I'm to say, by carrying the Premier League trophy and some other important competitions that we are in. Now, the Club World Cup is running up fast, and then luckily for Chelsea, we are going to be facing Benfica. Now, we all knew that Chelsea will progress out of the normal table. We know, and then but now the fact that we will be losing heavily to Flamengo was something that we did not expect. We knew Flamengo were good, but we didn't really know how good they were. In fact, most of the Brazilian teams turned up fine. I think every one of them qualified to the round of 16. Every one of them, Botafogo, Fluminense, Palmeiras, Flamengo, and then one other team. I think there were about 5. They qualified for the round of 16. And then now, by losing to Flamengo, we are not going to be facing Bayern. We are going to be facing Benfica. Now, it's not as if we are scared of Benfica, scared of Bayern, but in this stage of competition, we don't want to go out early. And then when it gets to round of 16, somebody must go home. It's not like group stage where even when you lose, you go back to your drawing board and start pitching one or two things together and trying to pick up from where you lost. But now when you meet a team and then you are not winning, you are going home. So that's just it. That's just it, basically. The match between Chelsea and Esperance started in a weak way, but ended strongly for Chelsea. Now, because the coach vowed to, rotate the squad, but he almost rotates the squad to a point where we almost lost the game, because there are some substitutions that he made that to correct the game, But fortunately for us, we were 1-0 up at halftime. I think Tosin Adarabioyo scored that goal, a very fine header, and I think that's the first goal of that of the ODO. I think he hasn't scored for Chelsea before. No, he never scored for Chelsea before. Never scored for Chelsea. That's his first goal for Chelsea, and then what a way to score! What a way to open your scoring, just like Delap. And then now I felt if Chelsea were to go forward, what are the weaknesses? Where is the level of strength? Where do we need to what do we need to address? Our area of weakness is up front. To me, is up front, and then there are so much movement. There are so much players that Chelsea are talking to currently, but I know they are not going to play in the Club World Cup. But I have fear up front. Now we have a balanced midfield. That's the truth. We have a balanced midfield. We have extra man to cover for midfield. We have extra man to cover for midfield. So I think that Chelsea have strength in the position of the midfield area. We have strength in the defensive area also. We have with James, or this Cucurella, Tosin, Cowell. We have Badiashile, and then kudos to Badiashile. It turns out that he's doing fine. He's doing better. Like the way we want to make it play now, he play. Although maybe because he has not been into all these strong matches, he didn't play against Flamengo. That would have been a very good match for him to play. But now, at that point, I was not blaming Maresca again, because now rotating the squad. Now, the rotation of the squad, I think that gamble has ended with our last match, Esperance. Now, because you don't want to gamble a player is not that fit to play from the round of 16 to wherever we get. And then I like to think that Chelsea, we are title contender now. I like to think that we are title contender because we like competitions like this. We do well in Europe. We do well in stuff like this, like competitions like this. We do well in them. And then the truth is we have the player to do all these things. And then Maresca, his pattern is lovely, but he starts match very slowly. His pattern are very slow. When the match starts, you see his team very slow, but They build up momentum. They build up momentum. And when they are balanced within the game, they are hard to break down, and their attack is very, very fluid. You understand? So I like is sometimes I just want him to speed up his, a match starting. Let it be engaging from beginning. In almost all his matches, he starts very slow. So you are waiting for a team that capitalize on you first before. That's his area of weakness that I'm already sharing. Because now, if they don't score us, in most cases, we don't, or maybe they play us until we get tired. Then we now start growing into the match after we must have absorbed the opponent. Because Flamengo started that way also. They started strongly, very, very strongly. And the goal that we scored against Flamengo was, I think, on transition. Now, this is where I feel like we have the strength. In our transition, I think we have very, very good strength. With Delap up front, now I think it's going to give us more results than Jackson. Because another thing is having your chances and not converting them. And that is what we have been facing with Jackson. So now, but looking at Delap, is a player that we can rely on. At least from the little clips he has been giving us, is a player we can rely on. So that's my take on our weaknesses, on our strength. I feel like, okay, if we are going to do better in the round of 16, please don't start Madueke up front. Up there, don't start him. Don't. The left forward. Don't start him up front. Up left. Start him by the right side. I think he will play better. Put Neto up. Let Delap be there at the center. So I think we'll be hitting very good spot at the end of the day. Now, Kopama needs to step up. Kopama needs to step up because now we don't know what's happening to him, but his form has not, he's still, coming up, but we believe that he should be doing better than what he's doing currently, because we don't understand. Maybe he's playing a different role other than what he has been playing before. Since the manager shared that he preferred that 4 players score 10 goals than a player score 40 goals. That thing has been affecting some of the, I think, Kopama, because now Kopama scores a lot of goals. And then don't take it away from him. He's brilliant and he's a very, very good player who can do that, who have always been doing that. But the way he's not hitting that form, is something that we don't like. We want him to come up to his regular hitting those goals, those trickish turning and everything. So we want him like that. So now we are facing Benfica, and then Benfica is a very good team. It's a team managed by Bruno Lage, the former Wolves coach. I think he has coached Wolves before, so that is whom we are playing now, Benfica. Now, in the tournament, I've not really watched their match, but I feel like Chelsea have the player to counter their player. Player for player, I think Chelsea have better player up front. Now, the playing pattern needs to be stronger for us to beat Benfica. I did not see Benfica beating us. I don't see Benfica beat. So let me just move straight to the the round of 16. I think it's shaping up. We have just 2 teams by the left. Now I'll post this thing on the screen so that you can see, and then let me know your reaction in the comment section, what you think about the round of 16 heating up. Now by the left hand side, we have Palmeiras and Botafogo where we are. We have Benfica up against Chelsea. We have Inter up against Fluminense. We have Juventus up against Salzburg. This probably might be the first time I'm seeing Salzburg in the Club World Cup. I've not really seen them play. So now by the right hand side of the round of 16, we have PSG, we have Inter Miami, we have what's this? Is this Fluminense? This is Fluminense. Yeah, this is Fluminense facing Bayern Munich. We have Borussia Dortmund facing this Mexican team where Sergio Ramos plays. I've forgotten the name. If you remember, let me know in the comment section. Then we have Real Madrid coming up to face Manchester City. Now, I like to look at this table and feel like Chelsea do have an advantage. Yes, it's the truth. Chelsea do have an advantage because now when you look at the way it's shaping up, it is most likely we are not going to play either PSG, we are not going to play Inter Miami, we are not going to play Fluminense, we are not going to play Bayern, we are not going to play Borussia Dortmund, and this team from Mexico, we are not going to play Real Madrid, we are not going to play Manchester City. And then when you look at this right hand side of the round of 16, you will see clearly that they are the favorite. They are majority of the team that are favorite to win the title. Talking of Bayern, talking of PSG, talking of Real Madrid, talking of Manchester City. Now this team will they look up to say they will go carry this club World Cup. Now, but luckily for us, this was what I saw last season that I was tipping Barcelona to go far, but unfortunately they stopped with Inter Miami, and I saw that PSG will carry it because now the table favors that kind of movement. You understand? So now we don't need to worry about the round of 16 from the right side. Now we need to just, worry about the team even up till final. So that means Chelsea will face any of this team in the final only. In the final only. Now we have, if we are able to win Benfica, it means we will either face Botafogo or Palmeiras. That is Estevan Williams' team. Now this is a very solid. This is going to be a very solid quarter final if Chelsea were able to win Benfica. Now Inter Milan rather will face this team from, I don't know. Okay, this is Fluminense. This is Fluminense. Yeah, they are going to face Fluminense. Thiago Silva's team. Yes, Inter Milan will face them, and then whosoever win between that two teams will face either Juventus and Salzburg. So let's just say, for me, I tip Juventus to beat Salzburg. I tip Inter Milan to beat Fluminense. That's Thiago Silva's team. I don't know, but those teams are very, very strong, and then they are very, very formidable. They are very strong and formidable. Now, will Chelsea beat Benfica? Will Chelsea beat Benfica? Yes, Chelsea should be beating Benfica. Chelsea should be beating Benfica. Yes, we have the player, we have the experience, we have the quality in the team to be beating Benfica. I don't see us moving out of the competition with Benfica. I don't see us moving out of competition with Benfica. It will be a very huge disappointment to see that we did not make it. And it's Benfica that removes us. So now I'm wary of the team from Brazil because they are very strong and they play compact football. It's not the samba ball. No, they play to their strength. So it's going to be a very formidable quarter final after round of 16. So I tip Chelsea to go to final. What? Did I just say that? But when you look at the team from this left side, I tip Chelsea to go all the way to the final. All the way. Now, the problem we will have here is it's not even Juventus. It's Inter Milan. It's Inter Milan. If Palmeiras can beat Botafogo, but Botafogo are a very strong team compared to Palmeiras in the league. I think that Botafogo are doing better. I think they are the first in the league. So I tip them to beat Palmeiras, but it's 50-50 for me. But you see this match against Benfica, Chelsea will be winning this one. Inter Milan should be beating Fluminense. Inter Milan should be beating Fluminense. Yeah, they should be beating Fluminense. And Juventus, I see Juventus coming up here. So now the competition, like the quarterfinal, is going to be between Inter and Juventus. I think the Brazilian team will be going home from this place. Then one of them should be entering the quarterfinal. So now Inter against Juventus. So Inter and Juventus, these are familiar foes. Inter and Juventus, these are familiar foes. And I don't know. It's going to be a cracker. But I see Inter Milan winning this one. Now, if Inter didn't win, that means we'll be facing Juventus. That's just the thing. At the semi-final. So we are only going to face them at the semi-final. Yeah, semi-final. Now, Chelsea should either be facing Palmeiras or Botafogo at the quarter-final. So that is a very, very strong match for Chelsea. And I see us, from there, I see us going all the way through to the final. I see us going all the way through to the final. I will not mind much about the round of 16 for the people by the right. Now, it's going to be cracker. It's going to be a very strong competition for the right side. Now, what do I think about Chelsea's chances? I feel like Chelsea will go far. In competitions like this, we don't bow out very easy. We bow out very strongly. So, and I feel like the way the table is shaping up, I feel like we have an advantage. Should we not be winning Benfica? Enzo Maresca is not the man. We should be winning Benfica. We should be winning Benfica. Should be winning Benfica. So now, Chelsea should fix up their defense, fix up midfield. But now I feel like attack is where we're having issues. So now, because now it's not like we don't have the player for our attack. I feel like many of them never play to the level of their strength. They are still coming up. You understand? And then none of the players that we are buying now can feature in the club workers. So any players they are buying now will definitely be playing for the Premier League, not for club workers. So now we are just weighing up the chances. So like me, I'm predicting that Chelsea will go all the way to the final. Sorry, all the way to the final of the club World Cup. I don't know at the end of the day, but I feel like Chelsea will go all the way to the final. I feel like Chelsea should go all the way to the final. Now, talking about our transfers, Chelsea has been talking about the Barcelona goalkeeper, Ter Stegen. Now, that's the kind of goalkeeper that you want to replace Sanchez. That is if it's going to happen. And then we are still talking about Gittins, Bino Gittins. I don't know. There's a lot of money there. Why not go for more better player than him? Because now Borussia Dortmund are not backing down on their price. They want to make sure that they collect 55 million euro. And I don't know, Chelsea are not willing, but they are still negotiating. You know, both of them are still at the table. So I feel like something is going to happen. Bino Gittins will come to Chelsea eventually because the player is keen. But now it happens with Mike Mignon from AC Milan. Now he was also keen and pushing AC Milan so that the deal will happen. But what happened? Chelsea bowed out because AC Milan will not budge. So since they won't budge, and then Chelsea won't come up with more, I feel like the money they were calling for Mike Mignon, I think for the player, I think with the player of his caliber, or for the player, I think it's worth it. It's worth it. Now let's see what happens with Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is a very good goalkeeper. So now I feel like Chelsea wants to go for more experienced goalkeeper because now we are not being linked with average players for the goalkeeper's position. We are linked with quality goalkeeper. So and then now I feel like it's possible for Ter Stegen to come to Chelsea because now Barcelona just got Juan Garcia, and then they have Chesney currently. So I think there are 3 goalkeepers there. With Ter Stegen, want to wait to be starting from the bench. He's a starter already, but I don't know if he's shaping up to favor him to start for Barcelona. So I think it's a very good one. Chelsea are coming up with this. So let's not just talk. Let's just buy this player. Let's just buy this player because we talk about quite a lot of players in this transfer window, and then it's only Delap. Yeah, it's only Delap that has been a very reasonable purchase. The others have been an average players. But Delap starting to be like an average, but at the end of the day, he's proving himself, and I've already seen him that he's going to do well. So that is what is happening today with the world of transfer and how we are shaping up for the Club World Cup. I feel like Chelsea will go all the way. My honest opinion is that Chelsea will get to the final. That is my honest opinion. We'll get to the final, and then with the club of players we're having, I think we have that chance. We have the chance, and with the way the table is shaping up, you can go and let me know your view in the comment section if you think you support my view. But with my own view, I feel like now Chelsea have the player, they have the quality. They should not be stopping at any position other than the final. They might not, but I feel like we should be going all the way to the final. Now I can't predict. We have to hold on for who is going to become the Club World Cup champion because it's a solid team by the right hand side, and they are going to be competing with each other. All the title contenders of the competitions are by the right hand side. So that is my own take concerning the transfer rumors and concerning how we are shaping up our weakness and our strength in the position of the Club World Cup. Let me know in the comment section if you have different opinion on what I've said, and then if you think about anything concerning the table, let me have your opinion in the comment section. So this will come to the end of our video for today. Do like and subscribe. We are coming up with different analysis and different transfer rumors, and as the Club World Cup goes on, we'll be coming up with different news. So do like and subscribe to our channel. Do have a very lovely day.